All right, Tim Legler's home studio getting use again tonight. Tim, I'm going to tell people you are just as authoritative, even though you don't have the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird picture behind you. Okay, we still trust what you're going to tell us
Well, it does help when they're over my shoulder, that's for sure.
Let's talk about Steph Curry. His April's been fascinating. He scores 40 every night. He makes 10 threes every night. These are impossible numbers. You're a shooter. I don't have anything but foolish. What do you have for me on Steph Curry?
Yeah, look, I didn't think a guy could be, this deep into his career and can still continue to blow my mind when I watch him. And I think what he's reminding us is he was the most entertaining player in the NBA before KD's arrival in Golden State. And he's back out there again doing it. And I think some of the time off he's had the last couple of years, John, has revitalized his legs because now at 33, he has this bounce. And if you aren't willing to play him correctly defensively as a big, as you see here, Joel Embiid, you're in an impossible situation for the guard defending this because you're going to come off, you're going to get a brush screen, you have to go over the top. If that big is not up, he's going to take advantage of it. And this is basically where they got their separation in the game. This is a beautiful set here because you get Draymond Green screening Embiid on the opposite side of the court. Looney sprints across. There is no way you can ask a guy as big as Joel Embiid to cover that kind of ground. And Steph Curry took advantage of it. And where he pulls up from, it's just impossible to ask teams to be that good and that on point with the way they defend ball screen against this guy. He has redefined how far out you have to be willing to go and extend your defense. We've known that for a number of years. We just didn't know if we had already seen the best of Steph Curry. And who would think at 33, this is the best offensive stretch of his career? And in my opinion, he may be single-handedly saving the regular season in the NBA right now with what he's doing because there's been so many guys miss time. It has been disappointing, anticlimactic at times. Steph Curry right now is must-see TV for anybody. Some people that aren't even basketball fans want to see this guy play because he is electrifying us every night, and he's leading Golden State into relevance here, even though right now they're still in a play-in situation. Who wants to play a team with this guy this high? It's a dangerous situation for anybody to get the Warriors in a play-in or even in a first-round matchup.
You don't want to chase him around because all he does is run through screen after screen after screen. And as you touched on, he completely ruins the geometry of the game. It's not how it's supposed to be played. Other side, listen, you've been pumping Joel Embiid. He's your MVP, and yet the Warriors, listen, if you can limit that guy to 28 points or so, you've kind of done your job on him. What did you like defensively and how they handled the big fella?
You definitely have, and this is the difference between having a guard with a live handle that can be your best offensive player who can escape situations and elude traps and keep the ball in his hands, and a big guy. When you've got to run your offense through a center in important moments, you can get slammed with a lot of traffic, and that's what Golden State did to him in the entire second half. He had a very productive first half, but look how quick and hard and aggressive these double teams are coming. And even in a situation like that, where Thibault gets a layup, Golden State will live with that all day. But you see here, this is the kind of traffic he saw the entire second half. You force a travel right there. And it is the one thing you question about the Sixers and Joel Embiid in the playoffs. You can take the ball out of his hands when you need to if you're willing to commit to it. Now, look, they went out and they added shooting. They added Danny Green. They added Seth Curry. They've got some guys now that they're hoping can make you pay if you want to play them that way. The question is, are those guys going to be able to deliver at the level you're going to need to get all the way through the East? Because when you have a center that you've got to run things through, it is possible to prevent him from getting shots. And that's going to be an issue for the Sixers. Obviously, Steph Curry didn't have that problem because of where he's operating offensively.
And tonight, when you got it out of his hands, they didn't have Tobias Harris's hands or Ben Simmons' hands to get it into. So that makes a difference, obviously, for Philly. Tim Legler, good as always. Get the picture back, man, all right? Next time we see you, I want to see Bird and Magic, too.
Yeah, you got it. It's a deal.
Race for the scoring title heating up as this season winds down. Steph Curry has made up some huge ground since the beginning of April when he was fourth in the league in scoring. And look at that, better than a bucket behind Bradley Beal. Beal had 30 tonight. Curry is now the NBA's leading scorer, just ahead of Beal. That guy has put some just some silly numbers up, and the scoring race is now his to lose.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.